Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy. Yeah, the white hair is back. That's right, looking like a real-life anime character that just stepped on the screen. Okay, let's get it today. Today, we're talking about what every single lightworker wants to talk about, which is raising your vibration, raising your frequency, okay? And we're not talking about this community of love and light positivity, fake-ass positivity, okay, that's just like kind of wishy-washy and like, oh, beloved. A flow Jedi is not that. Understand. I identify as a spiritual person, therefore I can bypass all my problems. And I'm hyper emotional all the time. We're not doing that. You see, joy moves faster than sadness. You've got to understand that the faster the vibration, what are we talking about when we're talking about vibration? We're talking about the quantum field. You guys get that? That's what spirituality is kind of headed towards, okay? Is theorizing right now. So everybody's just kind of theorizing. But as a positive psychologist, I have some of the science to at least back it up to start to understand what's the science of vibration, right? Bruce Lipton describes it very well. There's constructive waves and destructive waves, okay? Constructive waves are more high vibrational. Destructive waves are more low vibrational, okay? Now, a low vibration can come in and disrupt a high vibrational wave, okay? That makes it destructive, right? This is probably why negative emotions are more powerful than positive emotions, just because it is more inherently linked to our survival. I wouldn't say it's only linked to one's survival, because positive emotions also help our survival, okay? But at a certain level where you feel like you don't have any choice. You know when people say higher frequency? I just think about the more somebody does something. You get what I mean? By the way, excuse my stuffy nose. I'm going through another ascension flu, I'm guessing. But hey, that happens every time that, you know, I have an avatar upgrade. So what are some ways you can quickly raise your vibration? Let's go. Get into your breath, okay? Slow down your breathing rate. Feel into the present moment. That's number one. Number two, say thank you for 1 minute. A grateful flow, okay? So thank you for this, thank you for that, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. And let it stack, let your mind improvise for 1 minute. What is it improvising around that, okay? The next quick tool that you can use is if you pull up the map of consciousness. Actually, it's great to have the map of consciousness as a poster, I'm thinking, just in my background, right? Because it's just a very, very simplified basic model that can help you raise your vibration, okay? And it's simply going one up the ladder, okay? So if you're experiencing fear, you gotta actually experience anger, my friends. You gotta embody anger to get rid of that fear and raise your vibration that way. Now, what is above anger? And then you keep going, okay? So you want to embody the next one, embody the next one, embody the next one, embody the next one. And on a process of mine called Flomo Sapien, I take you across 8 or 12 weeks, according to what you prefer. We can speed it up if you'd like, okay? If you want cash flow, love flow, focus flow, and creative flow, then we have to add those 4 weeks extra, okay? But that program is gonna take you through all of the different chakras, okay? So that means week 1, root chakra, week 2, sacral chakra, week 3, solar plexus chakra, and so forth, okay? And we're gonna clear it at every level. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a message. The next one is shamans have done this for centuries, but we've missed out on it. Chanting, dancing, singing, okay? Being lively, clapping the hands, which gets rid of the evil spirits, right? Because there's this celebration, this spiritual effervescence, right? This emanation. So, woo, yeah, huh, hey. I always do ad-libs throughout the day, right? When I'm feeling down. Like, you know how rappers do ad-libs? Like, skirt, wow, yeah. Okay? I'll do stuff like that throughout the day just to get myself out of that mundane, normie, NPC, robotic-ass head rush that you get. You know what I mean? Like that dull level of trance that humanity wants to superimpose onto our souls, bro. You're listening to Morphic Fields right now, and by the way, if you haven't done this, you definitely should, okay? Type in Morphic Fields, raising your vibration, Morphic Fields, and just play it out on your speakers in the room. You will feel a difference, you will feel a change, okay? A lot of sound frequencies and sound files can definitely change your vibration up. Those morphic fields, of course, you have to keep doing it over and over and over again, because that's how a morphic field is generated. It is the actual hologram of the event itself, you see. And that's why we have bad habits too, is because of morphic fields. I have a video on morphic fields, definitely check it out. There's this other map besides the map of consciousness called the emotional spiral. Pretty much the same thing, but I saw this map the other day, which I think is one of the ways to raise your vibration very fast, as I understood this rule. So on one side, they wrote 100% integrity, okay? And another side, they wrote unconditional love, okay? Now, try and think with me here. If you tapped into that unconditional love and that pure integrity, which means what? A fully formed, fully fledged character in this video game. A self-realization, a self-revelation. Everybody's trying to get these power-ups in the video game, but you've ascended to a different level where power-ups don't even exist. You see what I'm saying? Like that is the understanding of raising your vibration, because you're really changing your insight. You're changing your perspective. So what are some signs that your vibration is rising, right? The things that used to bother you in the past, the little things, they don't bother you anymore. You're able to be grounded. You're able to be centered. You see? So that's how you can measure if you're at higher vibration, is the same issues of these little insecurities you used to have, little doubts you used to have, they don't feel that reactive anymore. You've reduced that negative charge, right? And you've activated this positive charge of emotion. Now what happens is a lot of people get charged up, they're feeling really good, but then they get attached to the feeling of positivity. We can't do that either. We have to come back to neutral at some points. We got to come back to our silence, you see? And so the Flow Jedi knows to remain slightly above neutrality, to keep a little bit of that energy alive within us, that positivity alive within us, that little inner smile, as we like to call it on this channel, okay? The Taoist smile, the inner smile, or you just have a little slight smirk. I always have like a little slight smirk, you know what I mean? Like, even when I'm talking or even when I'm interacting, like, I energize that positivity, right, through my beingness. But I understand that there's sometimes I might feel righteous emotions, righteous jealousy, righteous anger, righteous this, righteous that. Again, those negative emotions are signposts or warning signs that you need to tweak something, okay? You're sinning, which just means you missed your mark. Okay, you're missing the target, bro. You're missing the target. The next thing I've noticed is that strangers just would come up to you, right? And just spilling out their heart story. They're just trusting you to that level where they just start speaking to you, right? This kind of magical connectedness, coincidence, synchronicities that just start happening. Of course, the whole numbers thing, we all know that, right? 111, 222, 333. But let me go back to what I was saying earlier. So 100% integrity plus unconditional love, plus the understanding, the mind's understanding of oneness. The spirit already knows oneness, which is through giving and receiving. Okay? The mind needs to understand it through giving and receiving. The body needs to understand it through yoga, to be at one with. That doesn't mean you have to be a yogi, but you have to find your own movement patterns in this game of life. You see? You have to find your own movement patterns in this matrix that allow you to cause these ripple effects more. Because what happens when you, man, have you ever experienced something called post-workout clarity? Right? Where your mind is just sharp after a workout. Right? And just everything is clicking because you feel strong in your physical body, you feel strong in your mental body. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Your life becomes metaphorical, it becomes abstract, but it is all everything and nothing at the same time. Strangers come up to me. I've even noticed like little children or animals who are more so associated with what? Theta wave patterns, right? Children are more tapped into the theta waves, and animals are more tapped into the theta wave. So when you tap into the alpha theta bridge, which is the flow state, you're also raising your vibration, okay? Being in the zone or being in that flow state will raise your vibration, okay? Because you're feeling good and you're performing well. But it's not like you're performing like with the performer in mind. You see what I'm saying? It's like an unacting acting or an unnatural naturalness, as Bruce Lee says. And also animals and children are very good at sensing energies, okay? They can pick up energies quite well. That's why a dog can like pick up certain, you know, things in the environment that we can't, you know? Dogs are like, you know, they're doing this all the time. And, you know, if you're doing that as a person, you look paranoid. But as a dog, it's like, it makes sense, right? Perfect. But again, they're just responding to the Tao, the nature, right? They're just doing what needs to be done. Nothing is there to punish you. Nothing there is there to hex you or curse you. And hey, there can be bad people. I'm not sensing that you experience that, but what is the real way that you attach to a hex is you believe in it. The belief is what gets you stuck there and gets you hexed. If you believe in a curse or a hex, that is the only thing that is keeping you stuck there and getting you those negative byproducts. So what do? You rewire the belief. You take it from the root, the core belief. Once you find the core belief, you can take it out of the root and change that belief around, and then everything starts to shift. Or at least that's how I've understood this. Okay? With the white hair and all, I'm going ultra instinct, okay? Take every single, character in every anime who has white hair, and what does it represent? So you know how I was talking about gene keys, right, the other day? Purity was one of my gene keys, right? And then I looked up, what does white mean for an anime character's hair? It means purity. Another thing that people notice is this namaste quality, right? The divine in me sees the divine in you. The light in me sees the light in you. So you can see the divine in everybody. That's when you're gonna raise your vibration. You know that one scene in Dave, the show Dave, I don't know if you guys seen it, in the newest season 3, where Gata's having that breakdown, right? Well, I have a sex addiction, man. I don't know. And then there's Christian families like holding space for him. You're okay. You're gonna be okay. First of all, something very beautiful about that scene, right? Sometimes we need that surrender, right? That, I'm tired of pretending. Exactly. You are perfection, appearing as not. Bro, isn't that wild to think about though? You are heaven in disguise, pretending to have all of these problems and this pettiness and, oh, yeah, I can't get girls, or I can't do this thing right, or, oh, I'm so unworthy, or, oh, bro, let me tell you something. One way that you're going to raise your vibration fast, and this, I believe it. I believe this is one of the cures to depression, because it cured me of my depression, is working out outside, bro. Have you ever done that? The sunlight beaming the serotonin on your skin as you're sweating it out. I mean, it's better to do it shirtless. You know what I mean? Like, as a guy, I'm speaking to the guys, but also ladies, free the nips. You know what I'm saying? Or at least we all wish. I mean, read the disclaimer, of course. The next thing you'll start noticing is that your habits are changing. All right, so I'm gonna end this video here. I have a long list of clients, okay, today. Been getting super busy with time, man. Too many people want my time nowadays, and it's like, fuck. Like, so many people, new people are working with me, okay? I'm helping some people with their social medias too and stuff like this. Oh man, it's like a lot of things are changing, right? So a lot of new things are happening, new changes are happening, so yeah, man. Don't limit God's blessings. If you notice you're getting rid of the artificial and you're changing your habits around and so forth, you'll start to notice that you become more present and your mind is not scattered in past and future. You've got to do what Neville Goddard says, which is thinking feelingness, okay? Thinking feelingness. It's all about the feeling of the presence and it's live as if it's already there, right? So the fact is, your goals, your accomplishments, your achievements, they're already done, bro. Now you got to live as that frequency. And that's how you can carry that frequency alive with you throughout the day, okay? So yeah, you have little moments, little flickers of scarcity, but you get back into abundance. You just keep stacking over it, right? Stacking over that. And then it's this upward spiral that I keep talking about, right? Upward spiral, gang. Let's get it. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you. I hope this video helped you out today. Share it with a friend. Hit all those buttons that you're meant to hit. And let's get it today, okay? Us. Speak soon, guys. Us.